Yo, what's going on, guys? Hope you're having a great day. We are back with another video, and for today I got my best 4 NBA picks for the games on Wednesday. Before we jump into anything, before we recap yesterday, make sure that you guys are going down below, hitting that like button, subscribing, and dropping a comment, because when you do, you automatically get entered into our monthly giveaway. This month on the channel, we're giving away a signed JSN jersey, so just like, comment, and subscribe, and you automatically get entered. Plus, I'm one of the first people to post these videos every single night, literally every single night, all throughout the NBA season, all throughout the NFL season. So make sure to go ahead down below and do that. And we have some awesome, gigantic news that we're dropping in this video in about a minute or two, so stay tuned for that. As for how yesterday went, we hit on KD and we hit on Hartenstein. Easy plays in the first game. Maybe I shouldn't say easy, because KD did take one shot the entire fourth quarter and first overtime, and then he hit for us in the second overtime. Hartenstein was an easy under, and then we are waiting on Curry and Austin Reeves. Those two aren't looking that good, but if any of you guys put a two-man together with the first two, those two definitely did hit. Still waiting on the others, as I said, but probably not going to hit. Either way, best 4 plays for you guys today. We're going to jump into all that in a second. Before we do, I want to show you, of course, inside our VIP Discord. In case you guys are not aware, we have over 22,000 members inside this Discord. Not only that, though, compared to every other YouTuber you guys watch, we are actually third-party tracked and third-party verified. What that means is basically every single slip, every single pick that we send inside this group, we track it publicly on an app called Pikkit. You can actually go look us up later on in the video. I'll tell you how. But here's our chart for the year. We are up over 325 units, 16%. And you can see we have way more losses than wins. We have 676 wins. But those wins are winning slips, meaning they pay out 5x, 6x. So one win is worth way more than one loss, if that makes sense. And you can see our chart right here for the year. Of course, there's ups, there's downs. But in the long run, we are absolutely cooking. 22,000 people are inside this group. As I told you, we send you our best picks for PrizePicks, Underdog, Chalkboard every single day. If you're interested in joining up, you also get access to a big group chat to talk about the games. We're doing a huge special today. We have not done this ever on my channel. This is the biggest promo we've ever run for the NBA season. And all we are running is a season pass. You get every sport. You still get NFL, college football. You get access all the way through the end of the NBA finals. This pass won't end until the end of June, and we're doing a discount on it. Our NFL season pass, you can see on screen here, this one sold out. You can see our lifetime pass. We did it yesterday. That one sold out. So for this one today, we normally are pricing this at $600. But when you guys go ahead and use the promo code DURANT, you are going to get this knocked down to 200 for all plays inside this Discord. You get access all the way through the end of the NBA finals, and you get literally the exact picks I showed you that got us these results inside the group. It's going to be the pinned comment down below, and it's also going to be at the top of the description. When you use Klarna as well, you can finance it, so you can literally get it as low as $17 a month if you're interested in doing that. $17 a month, and you get access to the group. Go ahead down below. There will only be 10 spots open. As I showed you guys, the other passes did sell out, so go ahead and take advantage. Either way, though, we're going to jump right into my favorite 4 plays of the day, and man, oh man, do we have a banger of a video for you guys today. I put a lot of time and effort into this one, so let's lock in. First play of the day, and this is probably my favorite pick of the day. I don't want to lie to you. This is up there. It's 1 or 2. It's Morant, more than 24.5 points. I think he's going to go out there, and I think he's going to play an amazing first game of the year. Let me break down why to you guys. You can see on screen here already something's looking pretty. Basically, Morant last season, he went above 24.5 points in only 44% of his games, which obviously isn't that good. But if we take a look, he had this little hot stretch here towards the end of the season. So you're probably like, what? Well, why are we taking it still? Head-to-head, he played the New Orleans Pelicans 5 times over the last year and a half, and he has hit it every single time. Every time he's played the Pelicans for the last 2 years, he has gone above 25 points. You can see 5 straight times, 34, 31, 27, 25, and 32, averaging 29.8 points per game across that entire stretch. And what else? If we take a look in the top right over here, the Pelicans defense ranked bottom 5 in the NBA last season, giving up 119 a game. So Morant has an incredible history against the New Orleans Pelicans of just absolutely torching them. We all know he's a star player, and the Pelicans ranked bottom 5 in team defense last year against points. So I really like him to go above this number. DraftKings, Hard Rock, Flip, all of them favoring it up or in agreement that this should be favored up. I really like John Morant to go above 24.5. For the second play of the day, we're going to head over to the Clippers versus the Jazz game. And look, this is kind of one of those plays where, like, if it misses, it misses. We're going to take John Collins more than 12.5 points and assists. I know he is in a new situation. I know he's on a new team, of course. He's with the Utah Jazz last year, and he was arguably their best player the entire year long. He was very consistent for them, played in 40 games. And in the 40 games he played for the Jazz last year, he went above 12.5 points and assists at a 95% hit rate. Not only that, though, he hit it in about 35 games straight to end the season. I think it was actually 33. 33 games straight to end the season last year. So why am I taking him now if he's on the Clippers, who have a star-studded roster, who he's not going to be the number one option? He's not going to be getting the ball. Well, two reasons. He is a starting player on this Clippers roster. They have him listed as a starting power forward as of today. And two reasons. Number one, it's a revenge game for him. So obviously we know there might be a little bit of an extra juice in there for him to go out there and perform well. But the Utah Jazz were literally the worst defense in the NBA last year against points. And they were literally the worst defense in the entire NBA last year against assists. They were dead last in both categories. John Collins is coming off literally like 33 straight games of going above 12.5. And as I told you, I know he's not going to be touching the ball as much. I understand that he's a role player on this team, not necessarily going to be needed as a top option. But that also leaves more open looks than he was getting last year. He'll get less shots up, but he should be more efficient as a scorer. He should be able to pass the ball and actually trust his teammates to get some buckets when he needs them a little bit more than when he was on the Jazz. So I like John Collins to go above 12.5 just based off of all that. So other apps are in agreement. Some are even favoring this one up. Some have it at 13.5, 14.5. But I like John Collins above 12.5 points plus assists. That's the second play of the day. For the third play of the day, we're going to go over to the Spurs versus Magic game. And before we do that, guys, if you want to tail me, I take these every single day on Underdog Fantasy or on Novig. So when you guys join Underdog Fantasy with the promo code PISTONS, if you put $5 down, literally $5, they're going to give you 100 for free when you use that code. And they're going to hook you up with a JJ McCarthy 1-yard special if he plays. If he doesn't play, they'll just swap it out and give you someone else. But basically, long story short, they're going to give you a free winner. They're going to give you $100 for free, literally when you just play $5. They're going to give you profit boost throughout the NBA season, so take advantage. And if you're not on Novig yet, they do an offer where if you use our code PISTONS and you spend $5, they'll give you 50 for free. So you can literally put $5 in Underdog, place whatever you want. You get 100 and a free winner. You go on Novig, spend $5, and they'll give you 50 for free. Links are down below. As a bonus, too, if you guys end up using our code, you can send us an email right here, and we'll give you a free 30 days inside our group in case you miss out on this NBA season pass and we sell out. But anyway, let's get back into the picks. Stephon Castle, higher than 22.5 points plus assists, is going to be my third play of the day. And I think Stephon Castle is going to have a really good year. Obviously, the rookie of the year last season, coming off an amazing end to the season. He started off last year, I mean, as like a typical rookie would, you would assume, I guess. You can see he had a very on and off games. He had some really tough games in here. But then towards the end of the season, his minutes began increasing, and he began playing better and better and better. You can see by down here, this is a graph of his minutes. But you can see up here with the green, absolutely cooked towards the end of the season. And if we take a look against the Mavericks last season, he played them 4 times, but he never went above it, which is a little bit worrying. But there's 2 things that we really do have going for us. None of these games were really towards the end of last season, as you guys can see here. Like, he played the Mavericks in this little span right here, and then he went on this hot streak completely to end the year. So last 20 games, he's hit this in 15 of his last 18, and he hit this in 8 of his last 10, including 7 straight games to end the season. And guys, he was like 20 years old. He's going to take a step forward. He's going to mature a little bit more. He's going to be a better player this year, and the Spurs are going to rely on him a little bit more this year and actually depend on him like they did it last year at times, but not entirely. If we take a look over here on the right side of the screen, the Dallas Mavericks defense is also ranked bottom 10 in the NBA, giving up 115 a game, and they're ranked 19th in the NBA, which is below league average at 27 assists a game. So I like Stephon Castle. I think he's going to go out there and have a pretty solid game. And before I give you guys my final pick of the day, let's recap. So this is a 3-man that I'm doing. John Morant, more than 25 points. Then I have John Collins, more than 12.5 points and assists. Stephon Castle, more than 22.5 points and assists. That's my three-man. I'm going to give you guys a bonus play in a second. But before we do that, guys, I have one other thing to ask of you. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. You get entered into our giveaway. Let's do it. Rudy Gobert, less than 11.5 points. Literally no other stats. Look. He's gone below this in 8 of his last 10. He's gone below this in 13 of his last 20. Head-to-head, 2 of the last 4 times against the Blazers. And yes, they are a bit of a weaker defense against centers. But why do I like this play so much? It is literally for one reason. And it's just that every other app is favoring it up. Fanduel's at minus 136. BetMGM's at minus 140. So if you guys can get him at 11.5, I think it's an absolute steal of a price. The number really should probably be closer to like 11 or 10.5. Like you can see PrizePicks has it at 11. I would not take it there. I would take it at 11.5. Definitely not at 10.5. And the reason for that is 1 point is such a big difference when you have a player at like 11.5 or 12.5. I mean, think about it. If you do 1 divided by 11, you get about 9%. And in case you guys aren't aware, these apps typically have like an edge over us of like 4 to 5%, meaning they say the house always wins. You know how that goes. So when they have about a 4 to 5% edge and we're getting 1 point of difference, it means a lot on an 11-point line, if you follow what I'm saying. If not, though, don't worry. Of course, that is the bonus pick. Rudy Gobert, less than 11.5 points. And guys, make sure you're tracking your picks every single day on Pikkit. If you guys are not yet, our promo code is PISTONS. It's a free app. You don't have to deposit. You don't have to buy anything. It is literally just free. And you can go ahead and track all of our results on there as well at Banjo. Remember, I showed you this graph earlier on in the video. If you guys want to go ahead and check us out, you can look us up fully transparent. Over the last 19 months, we have everything third-party verified, meaning Pikkit goes in and they say, hey, he's not faking anything. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. If you have any questions, make sure to drop them down below. And I really appreciate you all for watching. We're going to have a banger of a Thursday Night Football video. We have our 100X Challenge Day 2 after we completed last week. So yeah, let's keep it rolling.